and some grand puppeteer to ensure the high-profile law enforcement and government officials keep me out of trouble. But who knows how long it can stay that way. Powers are shifting and the current can be unpredictable. This whole exit business is already shaking things up and upsetting the balance. It's only with great care that I stay where I am, but the smallest of efforts can unravel all that I've done. It certainly won't help if I'm being accused of things, whether I'm guilty of them or not, because some computer chump thinks he can play a game with me. And well, shit, it would be a miracle if I get to sleep tonight. Though that is hardly surprising news. But before I can even take a step into the study, a voice from the bedroom calls out to me.
Luke, darling, you're finally home. Why don't you be a dear and come in here?
I don't think she's possessed right now, so it's all good. And I hesitate for a moment. I do have work to be done, but I suppose greeting my wife as I get home is only proper. I've already been gone for most of the week unless I needed to be here for work on the house. So with a sigh, I head towards the bedroom. Gee. The feelings that came to me as I entered the room are definitely mixed. For one, I am somewhat floored by the sight that greets me. Then there is confusion. Exasperation is strangely there as well. And as to be expected, there is desire. She is a divine goddess, or rather, she is a horrible temptress. What man would not be attracted by that? I guess they could be a sausage jokey. But that is beside the point and is not relevant to the situation I find myself in right now. This is nice now, but why does she have to go and do this now of all nights?
My love, the bed is awfully cold without you.
Yeah, I know. I'm coming to warm you, babe. The matter of the fact is, I've never seen Anna all primed up like this our first years of marriage. There must be something special to bring on such an act. Our wedding anniversary has already passed, so that can't be it. Anna's birthday is in April and mine is in August, so it can't be any of those either. So what in the bloody place brought this on? Is Anna drunk?
Why don't you just, take a rest? I'll be busy all night.
Come on, man. Just dig in, right? Is that answer too cold? I don't mean it to be. She certainly doesn't look amused. And fuck, if it doesn't feel wrong to refuse sex from my wife when I was all too happy to bang Marianne into her mattress. Of course, I was wrong, but still.
Come on over and stop being a boring old man. Work can wait.
Maybe I can entertain her just for a while. It's a tempting idea. But no, I never get any work done that way. And imagine how horrible it would be to get a call from Suarez in the middle of a shag. That would certainly kill the mood and piss me off more than anything. It'll be even worse if Kylie steals the phone from him, as the little ankle biter is prone to do use unless her father is locked in a room. Just thinking about the possibility is weird and turns me off from even trying anything.
I'm afraid it can't, Buttercup. But hey, it's Sunday tomorrow. We can go out for dinner right after. Somewhere nice like that Italian restaurant you wanted to try out.
You just want to bang, dude. She doesn't want to go to her dinner.
Why don't we skip dinner tomorrow and eat out tonight?
If you know what I mean.
Whoa there, why don't we slow down? Looks like someone is in the mood, but hey, there's a time and place for everything.
I grew up in a house where sex was a constant thing. It's just a thing that the body does, more or less. Sometimes it comes with social implications, supposedly. With paper thin walls and a mother with that, every job of her makes me think that way. But I learned later on that it's not the case for everybody. Suffice to say, this is really odd, for her at least. I am quite sure she never grew up in a sexually promiscuous home like I did. She grew up with a well-to-do, normal and decent family. And in the 7 years we've been married, she's never acted this aggressive about sex. We do it when the mood comes to that, but never like this. And when I'm in the mood and she isn't, that's about the time I go around town to have my back scratched. I've got nothing to be guilty of, I believe, as long as it's just lust and not love. My life with Mint was just that, sex. She was a beautiful woman. I was extremely drunk and we were both consenting adults to some degree. You kinda went rough though. Seeing as Anna had been busy with one of her many parties, I thought I'd take the opportunity to slip out. That's a good way to explain it, I guess. I'm just really confused and trying to come to grips with reality as it is presented to me.
Well, this is the place, but now is not a good time, darling. Like I said, I have plenty of important work to be done. Any other night, this would be great. Excellent, splendid. But not right now, okay?
Lame.
I suppose if that's what you want, I can have my prince another time.
A chill runs up my spine as she calls me dad again. My prince. She going through some midlife crisis. I know she's not the sort to play pretend with that sort of thing. Now that I think about it, this is probably some dream. Perhaps I've been exposed to something. Jesus, I've gone and fucked my brain over. That can be the only explanation, or at least the only explanation my mind wants to accept right now. But if it were, I should probably accept her, no? But on the off chance it's not, I shouldn't. If the choice fucks someone over, quite literally at that.
Yes, that's right. Another time.
Lame!
So if you could put your dress back on. It's really chilly right now, isn't it? You don't want to catch a cold if we're going out tomorrow.
Thankfully, she's done as she's told, which pushed this strange episode to an abrupt end. Unfortunately, she had to put her dress back on so painfully and seductively slow. I suspect she knows the thing she does to me. As much as I'd like to have the engine running, there are things to be done to make sure we can keep on enjoying a glamorous life as we do.
I'm starting to think you don't find me beautiful anymore.
Ah, crap! She's wearing the necklace.
Is that what brought this on then? You are an angel, a goddess, Hana. Of all the flowers in this garden, you are by far the most beautiful and rarest of them all.
That's not a good thing she's wearing that necklace, because I think that was a necklace, that necklace was to the ghost back then. And that's what been possessing Anna.
Every bloke would want to be with you, and every lady would want to be you. I'm sure it goes the other way around too. I'm lucky to have you, and I don't know how you put up with the likes of me. I'm really sorry, darling, but it really isn't a good time.
I don't quite think little Luke is up for some fun just yet either. And after the blow he had been dealt with a violent ginger harpy, I remember that. Rebecca hit him right there, you know. It does hurt me to see her upset because of something I've done or said. It always does. One can't always get his or her way though. At least society would like you to believe in order to soften the blow of disappointment. And have to take their side on that, just this once. Putting her in for a hug and a peck of the cheek, I'm quick to put away before I change my mind and make it more than that. Jesus, that was hard to read. I can't at least give her those.
Chin up and smile. You'll get wrinkles frowning like that. And beauty sleep helps.
Of course, my prince. I suppose I can do with the sleep.
Just mind I let the lights up on her face is enough to make me forget about the oddity that had just transpired. I still don't understand this whole prince thing though. I'll let it slide for now. Seeing her with her golden locks and the silver dress is almost makes her queenly. With due respect to her majesty, of course. Despite that, there's just something off.
Hana, before I go, what happened to your necklace? The blue diamond.
The fact that she seems confused feels off.
Whatever do you mean? Oh, that old thing. It's somewhere in the vanity drawer, I think.
And to be so aloof about it?
What? But wasn't that from your father?
It was a priceless heirloom, and to be exact, handed down from one generation of Evans to the next, whether it be to a wife or a daughter of an Evans. I know that Anna treasures it so, especially after it was given to her with her own mother's passing. Then, what is with that ugly thing dangling around her neck? Looks more like a choking hazard than anything.
It was, of course it was. I just thought a change would be nice.
A change would be nice when it's something your father gave you when he died. I don't think I've seen her wear anything else in this place. A change it is, but not an entirely welcome one at that.
I see. I suppose that makes sense. Well, not that it matters, but I like the old necklace better. At the very least, we can have it cleaned and polished while you're not wearing it. Remind me to have that done in the morning.
Whatever you wish, my prince.
Right. You have a good night then, Buttercup.
With a shake of my head, I don't waste any more time than I've done already. A heavy suitcase in hand, I head straight into the study and dive right into the contracts. There's a whole stack of them too, mostly to do with property management. Nonetheless, careful work needs to be put into them as with everything else. My attorneys have already checked them over, but I like to be precise. I'm not going to sign if there's even a single line I do not like. It's a long way into the night when a coldness envelopes the room. I suspect at first that it's merely just the usual chill. But the heaters have been turned on as the strange sunny weather that's been gracing us as of late has come to an end. The door is barely open, just by a crack, though I shut it in case that might help. Satisfied, though not as much as I would like. The room still feels freezing. I make my way back to the mess of documents waiting for me at the table. Just a few more, and I can get that well-deserved rest, get out of this place and dive into warm comfort to my bed. And maybe if Anna stills up for it, it's more than enough motivation. Parking my rear back on the chair, I begin my work with the last of the blasted papers, more than ready to be done with everything and turn it for the night. Only for another chill to startle me to a stop. And that's when I feel the hairs on the back of my neck stand on end. Eyes burrowing at the back of my head, a brush of air just at a nap, and when I glance back, it's looking at us. Reflected in the lone portrait in the room, someone stands behind me. Just by the study door I closed moments ago, though I did not hear it open. Perhaps it's Santa trying to be sneaky, or Johan's being a bit of a spook as usual. Could be Anna, but her hair is not black though.
Do I really have to ask people to knock before they enter? Seriously now, this is anarchy, and I'll have you know.
I turn, but there's nothing.
Huh. Must have been a trick of the light. It is getting late, and I should really go to bed myself. Just have to finish looking over a few more contracts, and...
Shit. Yes, just finish signing these and I can have some rest. Maybe arrange for a day off in the morning. Sighing, I steel myself for a long night of dry paperwork. Still, the feeling that I'm being watched stays with me all through the night. Oh wait, we are already on the... Whoa, we jumped a lot now. Oh, so we were at 29. We were on 29. Okay. Now we're 30. Good. And with the sun rising comes another disturbance. Both too loud and too sharp for my taste. And I have very fine tastes. When the purring rings of the doorbell reaches even the study, I'm very much inclined to think the person who built this place lacks any sense of it. Perhaps the only thing good in this is that the ruckus has chased away the needly guilt from the last night's commotion, if only temporarily.